Big news for today. BMW just unveiled a new Boxer engine to equip the GS and RT motorcycles. It comes with a larger displacement and a new technology. BMW calls it the ShiftCam, and now it develops 136 horsepower and 143 Newton meters of torque. Let's watch what it's all about. Back in our newsroom, my colleague Bogdanel, who is a racing pilot and motorcycle mechanic, is with us. So, Bogdanel, thank you for joining. What's the big deal with this new version of the Boxer engine?
To get a better idea, I bought with me a simple camshaft of a usual BMW R1250 GS. So, on this one you have two loops. What changed about this new R1250 GS is the larger intake camshaft, that it's now almost double, as you can see when you're looking at the exhaust camshaft. The thing is about this one, it has two sets of lobes. This set of lobes that is smaller and will act for the lower RPM range, and a wider set of lobes that will come in action when you rev it up, when you twist the throttle. This will happen. The magic is with this actuator over here that moves the camshaft to the right and left. So in order to do that, you have to only rev it up and the camshaft will move towards the left or right. So what happens when you're in lower RPM? This set of lobes will be pressing on the valves, creating a lot of torque in that revolution area. When you twist up the throttle, this set of lobes, the wider ones, will be moved by the actuator to the left and will be pressing on the valves.
Okay, so basically you have an engine with two faces, let's say it this way. And will you feel it in the acceleration when you grab on the throttle and
although there's a spot where the camshaft have the same diameter, you might feel it when you rev it up very quick. But it's a cool thing because BMW chose to take this actuator, this electronically actuated engine. It's a small motor that will move the camshaft, because the other option for VVT, it's oil action or mechanical action by with the help of a set of bearing balls.
Okay, so this is not a new idea, but it's somehow a new way of using it.
Yes, it's a new way of using it. We saw it already in cars. It works very good. But the thing is, it might reduce the engine noise, which is very cool because we know already that BMW R1250 GS is a very noisy engine, and now the engine sound will be a bit lower. And also, to make this happen, BMW added up a new cogwheel over here, so the camshafts can move to the right and left and still be actioned by the engine.
Okay, it looks really interesting, but what is the real advantage of this technology? Okay, so we have what? A bigger torque, or what's happening?
The biggest advantage of this modification that BMW came up with is the torque, actually. You will feel it across the whole revolution range, which is very cool because you will get torque in the lower range, upper range. Every time you twist the throttle, you'll have the push. But it will be easy to modulate and you will feel it very good, actually. It's usable power over there.
So, 136 horsepower and 143 Newton meters of torque. Still, the guys at KTM, they set the benchmark, the power benchmark, at 160 horsepower. Will this new R1250 GS be a match for the KTM? Because it doesn't develop the same power, but the torque is slightly bigger.
In my opinion, you will have more usable torque coming from the BMW than the KTM. We already know that twin engines like the V from the KTM, it's very punchy, it pushes like insane. Yeah, but it's wild actually. This one will be useful, the power can be used, can be put to the wheel in an instant and safe actually, which it's a big improvement from BMW. Another thing that BMW had to change in order to supply enough oil for this new cylinder head is the oil pump. So we have now a bigger oil pump to supply all the oil needed for these changes happening in the cylinder head. This is a very good thing actually, because it will add up to its reliability and also will make the lifespan a lot wider than before.
Okay, Bogdan, thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.
So, the new BMW R1250 GS, besides the engine, what's new? Well, not much. We have 5 kilos more. The LCD light and TFT dash will be standard. Also in standard there are 2 riding modes. The automatic stability control is over there, which is actually the traction control and the hill start control. There's a new system called Dynamic Brake Assistant that provides better braking by avoiding unintentional acceleration. It sounds very useful for the beginners. Also, the drive torque is reduced during braking. There are 2 main versions. The exclusive one, which comes in different colors and it has cast wheels and it comes with a more on-road approach, and the HP version. This one. This is not a true HP motorcycle, such as the HP2 Enduro, for example. It's an R1250 GS with spoked wheels, BMW Motorsport color theme, rally seat, small windscreen, and optionally it comes with a sports suspension, which has a longer spring rate, and it comes with a larger travel. I also noticed some criticism of the internet in the social media regarding this color theme, because there's a white frame and these spoked golden rims, which are characteristic to the Africa Twin Adventure Sports, and this somehow bothers some people. BMW offers all sorts of accessories for the new GS. Among them there's a new Akrapovic Sport silencer made out of titanium, making it a bit lighter than the standard silencer. And of course many other accessories, including the BMW Special range. That's all for now, but we're gonna come up with an in-depth review very soon. Thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe for more.